Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys and letting you guys know what you need to bring on your first day of working inside a pharmacy. So if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Patricia and I'm currently a pharmacy tech at Publix. Today's video is going to be pretty broad in the sense of like if you work at a Walgreens pharmacy or Walmart pharmacy or any pharmacy in general, these are going to be pretty broad tips that you can definitely take. I mean, pharmacy techs across the border, like this is for you because literally like we're all on the same boat. We all have to deal with medications. We all have to deal with patients. We all have to deal with a manager and a pharmacist. So this is for my pharmacy techs across the line, you know, not just at Publix, but yes, if you're at Publix, this applies for you as well. Before we get started though, if you guys could please like, comment, and subscribe, I would truly appreciate it. We are on a road to 5K and I'm so excited to be sharing my journey here with you guys. I recently did graduate with an associate's. I still have a while to go until I get into my dream school for pharmacy. So until I get into pharmacy school essentially. So I still have some time. But anyways, I've been vlogging here on my channel, you know, my graduation. I've been vlogging my grad party. I've been vlogging how to get hired at Publix. I've been vlogging how to get hired in the pharmacy, your, you know, credits, prereqs, everything. I just kind of like share everything with you guys. So that's what I like to do here on my channel, is to keep it real and raw with y'all. So anyways, let's go ahead and jump into what you guys want to know, which is what do I bring to the pharmacy? And quick side note, this is not going to be what to expect your first day of pharmacy because I already did a video like that, but these are things you should be bringing to make your first day a little more at ease. Now I'm going to start off with, I guess, this basic one, simply because this is the safety of yourself and others, okay? But primarily you always got to take care of yourself because if not, nobody else will. I don't know how it is in other companies, but at least at Publix, wearing a mask, that rule had been uplifted a few months ago, okay? And I do agree in a sense for it to be uplifted because there's times that I can understand why you wouldn't want to wear a mask, but they for some reason uplifted a whole bunch of rules that were safety procedures to keep people safe, and I don't agree with that. Like they took out the plexiglass, and I did a whole video on that. I was like, why would you guys take out the plexiglass? Like you guys can, you know, uplift the rule of wearing a mask, but like don't take away the glass and things like that that are like just safety precautions. But anyway, I would say number one is to bring a mask, bro, because even though you're not required and you don't have to, and I know I'm the same, I can relate to a lot of you guys who are like, I just don't like wearing a mask and this and that, and I get it. And I'm not telling you guys to wear it 24/7 if you don't want to. I get it. But because you deal inside of a pharmacy, you're gonna be the first line person dealing with potential patients who have the virus, who have COVID. And I dealt with this today, and it's like I don't have to wear a mask anymore. So obviously, like sometimes my pharmacy, we don't even have masks inside the pharmacy, and like my managers don't wear masks, nor do some of the techs. But what happens is usually the tech is the one who answers the window, right? Not usually the pharmacist. And even if the pharmacist does help out, you don't want to risk the chance of you answering the window and that patient having COVID, and then you being potentially, you know, like catching it right there, because you're gonna be the first person right there. And when they have this virus, they can get very, you know, aki, like, oh, like I need my medication, and like that's just all saliva and stuff they're spitting on you. And I know it sounds gross and you're probably like, oh my gosh, you're so extra. This is really how it is, because this was me today. Like literally this was me today. The patient's talking to me. These patients can be so inconsiderate and not wear a mask even though they know what they have, even though that you might be a young tech and you might be able to recover, but what about everybody else in the store? You know what I'm saying? So there's very inconsiderate people out there, so just protect yourself and bring a mask first and foremost. Literally bring a mask, wear a mask, especially if you feel like somebody's being dirty. Next thing I would say to bring is to bring a notepad and a pencil if you want. I know my pharmacy does have a lot of like pens. You can bring a pen if you want as well, but I would just recommend like a pencil, or if you know, you don't necessarily have to, but I would, just in case, you know, just in case you don't have to be looking around in their stuff for a pen or a pencil. Just bring your own. Like it's not a big deal. Bring your own notebook, bring your own paper, and write down everything. So I did like a tips and tricks video for your first day at pharmacy, and I mentioned that, like, write down everything. Like, even if you think you're gonna remember it, just freaking write it down, because that's a big lie we tell ourselves. Oh, I'll remember that. And then with the stress and the tension and everything, you tend to forget it. So yeah, bring a pen or a pencil, a paper, preferably a notebook, because there is a lot of information and you don't want to have all these papers like laying around, and write everything that they tell you. And then a little just side note, like little tip, okay? When you get home, I would just type up all those notes. So I did a video on this, and I know quite a few people have messaged me like, oh, can I see your notes? And I'm not gonna lie, I've been so busy and I haven't really looked for it, but I will. I'm not sure if I still have them though, but I will look for them. Anyways, every pharmacy, even though it's around the same things, your manager might have a specific preference on how to do certain things. Whatever. Take down your notes and then type them when you get home, because that's what I did. And you'd be surprised. Typing them actually makes you memorize them quicker and more efficient than someone just giving you their notes. I'm not a stingy person. I've never been a stingy person. Like in school, if someone needed help, I was never like, oh, well, I did it, so you have to do it. So it's really not me trying to like not give it to you guys. I'm really gonna look for it. But truthfully, like, it does help just typing it, or even if you get my notes, like rewrite them and stuff like that. Next thing I would tell you guys to bring to the pharmacy, and this is something I always forget in regards to the food aspect, but I do always bring myself something to drink, because I would pass out if I didn't, is to bring a snack and a drink. Okay, bring, you know, enough, quite a big drink, you know, like enough water preferably. I would say definitely, because I see people bring, which I'm one of those people, I bring coffee and stuff like that. Some people drink soda or Celsius or whatever, but you need water in that pharmacy, especially when you're stressed out and stuff like that. You need water. So bring a water and a snack. I cannot think when I'm hungry. I get the biggest like headaches. I cannot concentrate. And frankly, pharmacy does get so busy sometimes, or like so hectic. Like, you don't have to have a million patients for you to be busy. I hope people realize that, because sometimes I hear people say like, oh, so you guys were slow today because I didn't see any patients. Bro, we were busy. Like, if you don't see me coming out of the pharmacy, we were busy, because you can have 100, you know, medications to fill, 200 medications to type up and things like that, and there might be no one at the window, but it doesn't mean you're not busy. So it's like, it's bizarre when people tell me that. But anyways, bring a snack, bring a drink, because it does get hectic sometimes to the point where you can't even leave the pharmacy. So you want to have something there ready for you to eat. Most uniforms for pharmacy techs do have like little pockets. So if you don't know where to put something, or me, like my preference is just to have something in my pocket so I can just like pick at it while I'm working and stuff like that. I would strongly suggest that you do that. Bring a snack and then bring water. If you want to bring like coffee or something like that, I do that too. I love my coffee, but you know what I'm saying? Like, just have water with you too, okay? Water, a drink, and a snack, okay? Next up, what I would tell you guys to bring is a jacket. It does get really cold sometimes in the pharmacy. They like to keep it cold because it's like a doctor's office, you know, keeping it cold prevents, or like, it's supposed to help bacteria from spreading, and like, since pharmacy is a lot of medication, a lot of sick people, it's better to keep it cold, but essentially you might like freeze. So bring a jacket, because you don't want to be like cold in there, and you will get cold in there. You are supposed to usually wear like an undershirt, and there are certain uniforms that are like long sleeve and stuff like that, but like, still bring a jacket, because you just never know. But if you're fine with the long sleeve, I guess maybe just keep the jacket in your car, not sure. Next up, what I would tell you guys is to bring a ponytail or like a hair clip. This is more, I guess, for my girls. Or even my boys, because I've been seeing a lot of guys nowadays, I don't know if it's a trend, having like longer hair and stuff like that. As long as it's not in your face. Pharmacy isn't one of those departments that's like, oh, you can't have this color hair. You can't have, like, they're pretty lenient, or at least my manager isn't specific. But it does get super inconvenient when I'm like filling prescriptions and my hair is like in my face. I'll be like 1, 2, and my hair is just getting all up in my face, and it's annoying. It doesn't allow me to move as fast as I want, and when we're busy, I don't want to deal with my hair. So bring a clip. I just like literally clip it up, put it in a ponytail, whatever you need to do, get it out of your face so that you can work more efficiently, especially if it's like your first time in the pharmacy. I don't know how other pharmacies do it, and I don't know if this is a deal breaker, but at least in my pharmacy, we almost had like a 3-month trial period to see if like we did good and if it was working out for us and stuff like that. So like your first 3 months there is really not your time to be playing, not your time to be you know, goofing off. So tie your hair back so you can fill prescriptions, so your numbers can be up to date, so your numbers can be accurate and high and competitive, so that you're not kicked out of the pharmacy. Next up, what I would tell you guys to bring, it depends also, I guess, like what pharmacy you work in, but this is pretty obvious. I mean, this is just along multiple things. I mean, no matter where you go, just always have, you know, your driver's license, always have your debit or credit card or cash on you, just like necessity stuff like that, you know, because you just never know, you might need to go buy something by emergency, and so you need to have always like money on you. Even though some people do work and they don't spend any money on their shift, it's always good to have money on you, have your driver's license on you. That's just like, I feel like obvious, but I still wanted to point it out because it's not obvious to everyone, and don't, you know, please don't feel singled out if that was not obvious to you. But try to bring a form of identification always, and a debit or credit card, or some cash. Next up that I would tell you guys to bring is always have with you like your, if you become a certified pharmacy tech, always carry that little blue paper with you. If you don't carry the blue paper with you, like the little blue paper, have the bigger blue paper, which is the actual certification, hanged up on the wall of the pharmacy, just in case you guys ever get inspected. You have it with you. I don't always have the little blue paper with me because I know that my certification is up on the wall. But if you're new to a pharmacy, you're unsure, you feel like your manager is not as responsible, or that they might lose it or this and that, you can always carry it with you if you have a wallet or something like that, just to play it safe, because that certification is what it's allowing you to really be working inside the pharmacy. So that's kind of like your form of identification right there. So make sure, definitely, you know, don't forget that. Another thing I would tell you guys to bring, which is not like a super big necessity or anything, but these are like little just tips or like hacks, especially if they can like fit in your pockets, because certain pharmacies do not allow you to have a handbag inside the pharmacy, which I don't blame them for. And I never bring a handbag, so these are all things I literally bring inside my little pockets into the pharmacy. I would say like a lip balm or lip gloss if your lips get chapped. This is for boys and girls. Your lips might get chapped, especially if you're wearing a mask. Like a travel size little lotion. Your hands do get dry because since you're dealing with a lot of medications, a lot of patients, a lot of sick people, you need to constantly be washing your hands, essentially making them more dry. So try to have lotion and stuff. The pharmacy sometimes does have lotion like that somebody brought in, but I like to use specific lotion, and I don't really like to use people's stuff like that. So I'm definitely one of those people who tends to bring their own. But other than that, honestly, that's about it, guys. Like, don't stress it, you got this. Don't be freaked out. Obviously, in your car, if you do have a car, I would say to leave some things there that are like essentials, like girls, if you know it's your time of month, leave a pad in there, things like that, just in case you like needed it. But you don't have to carry that with you on your pocket. Use your pockets really for your essentials. Maximize the use on that. But those are honestly the biggest tips and tricks I could give you guys in terms of like what to bring. If you guys have any other suggestions or questions, make sure to let me know down in the comment section below. Other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up today's video. If you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure, like I said, just shoot me a message. You know what I'm saying? Comment down below. It's the quickest way to reach me. I'm always down to orient you guys to the best of my knowledge, and I want to see all of you guys succeed because you're more than capable of doing it, and I believe in you. So with that being said, I'll see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.